Welcome back to you, Sugar Lips. I've got my Pokemon bucket hat on because we're going to be speaking about lottery coins, ICOs, and everything. I'm just going to give you a general overview, friends. It takes a long time for you to seep into actually what's going on. So I want you to know you don't have to keep buying new chain trash meme coins and just losing minus 99% because they're rugging in like hours now. And you don't need to go join leverage trading exchanges, and you don't need to freaking sit on centralized exchanges because the real money isn't there. The risky stuff is where the potential upside is. Now, of course, in a bear market, everything goes to zero, as we found out. But now, that's been 2 years of death. Now we get life. The phoenix is rising through the ashes. So firstly, I'm going to tell you, I've been doing the drift pre-sale ICO. The next round has now started. Okay, the way it works is the first price was like 6 cents, then like 6.5. Now it's up to 7. It's just 15% higher from the very first one. I think everyone was in from 6.5, so you're only paying an 8% premium. But what I'm doing is, friends, this is just me, okay? I get in to as many cheap things as I can. I don't care about anything because I'll tell you right now, I learned from the last bull market. My evaluation skills and yours about whether something is a good product or not, trust me, you are way over-exaggerating your ability, okay? Because in crypto, good product is a freaking green candle. That's what it is, okay? That's what good product is. People don't actually care about these products. So when things look shiny and polished, they have very high valuations. I'm going to be doing paid Launchpad, for example. I already told you, friends, I've seen some of the games and stuff. I'm like looking at them like, man, these things are already 100 million market cap. Whoever gets it, like you can't get in. You just can't get in. You're going to be buying a $100 million game. Then you got to dream just a freaking 10x takes you to $1 billion where it wins the game. Okay. You can't be living in that world. So let's continue. So with drift, friends, you don't have to participate. Okay. You don't have to, but if you go here, you're just using code. Where is it here? Using code equals SOMI or whatever. There you go. You can participate if you want it. Now, please, once again, do not sell core altcoins for these. It's lottery ticket money. You throw it, lunch money, that's it. You walk away, okay? So these are the types of things we are going to be participating in as the bull market plays out. But, big but, I don't want you, I'm going to have to remind you of this, okay? If these start working, what happens is, in the next leg up, people go harder. And then they win a bit. Not huge, but they win a bit. And then that gives them even more confidence to go super hard at the very, very end. No. The time to get in now. The time to get in is when all these games and products and things look trash and risky and you don't know what the hell's going on. Yeah, that's the time to get in. You don't get in when everyone around you is in. Okay. If you've noticed, friends, what are all the mainstream crypto influencers? What are all the Twitter people, the threads? What are they all about? They're about farming airdrops. Okay. This is why I'm even more convicted on getting ICOs and IDOs, because these airdrop farmers, that's where all their mental energy is at. They're clicking around doing these buttons, okay? So if they start getting grifted by the chains, using them, because that's what happens, right? They're using their clickbaits and their clicks to like raise up the number of daily active users and spoof the numbers so they can get higher valuations, okay? If that's eventually going to happen to them, when they finally realize they've been wasting their time for a year or two, they're going to start FOMOing into other new stuff. Okay, so this is why it's super important to get a cheap price. And so notice, friends, I didn't even bother telling you, like, you know, you already know, friends, drift is like a cross-chain gambling type of racing game. It's already made. They've already got a beta version out. I've got to stress to you. Okay, I've seen AAA rated games, friends. You can't touch them. You can't touch them. There's insiders, there's VCs. They're already at 100 million valuation. Okay, the raise is 10 million and they're going up to 40 million. That's it. They fill up straight away. You can't get them. Okay, now this is a public pre-sale. Now, if you want to participate in other pre-sales with me, they haven't started yet. Should be starting soon. You can do it on paid. Now, the good news is paid. You don't need to buy the token and you don't even need KYC if it's $1,000 or less. So this is the paid price. So in the old system, you had to buy paid to get in. Now they changed the system. I made a video on it. Now what happens is every month, there's going to be like a couple of projects throughout the bull market. And you'll just apply and it'll basically just give you a ticket. And if you're lucky, you get an entry. And what happens is you might win like, I'd hopefully win like $1,000 allocation. Wouldn't that be great? when they collect everybody's money to give you the ICO price, they take a 10% tax from that, and then they go and buy the token up. So you don't actually need paid. However, if you have 75,000 paid at today's price, 75,000 is 20 grand US. If you have that in paid, you get to enter the lottery ticket a day before everybody else. You get to join the pool. So you basically get a free entry to every single one. Now, it's one ticket. Okay, so I don't know how the allocation is going to be done exactly, but I have that, and I'm rolling every single one. Every single one. I want to tell you, in 2021, when I joined, I was joining like 3/4 of the way through the bull market. If you did paid since the very start, it had a 300x winner. You know Metis, M-E-T-I-S, friends? That's the coin that Vitalik's mum, yes, Vitalik actually, yes, his mum. I know he's an alien human hybrid, 4,000 IQ. His actual mum is like the founder, CEO in charge of Metis DAO. So the layer 2 chain or whatever it is, okay? So that did a 300x, and that ShopX did a 115x. Siders DAO did like an 80x. Other coins did like, 20x's and 30x's. Now, of course, there are a lot of ones that just went a 2 or a 3x, okay? Or, they don't move up at all. There are a lot of ones that do that as well. But just telling you, the big fat winners came at the very, very start when no one's heard about it. And, everyone knows about it, but no one really believes in it. See, friends, no one really believes in it. Now, when would this start to get risky to do it? I think if paid have some successful Launchpad launches, people are going to start going to this going, you know what? I want 75,000. Give it to me. I want to participate in every single one. Okay. But I'm not telling you to touch that at all. I'm just telling you that I have that, and there is, there's a guaranteed buy and burn pressure for the coin. So it's every single person who participates. Let's say for coins fans, it's going to be doing a lot. Paid only has, I think, it's got $1 million total liquidity. So 500K. But think about this. It's going to do projects where it's raising 5 million for the project, and 10% of that is going to be buying up paid. So that's 500K gone. That'll 4x the price right now, one single raise. And they're just doing heaps of these over and over again. Now, the market isn't ready yet. As you can see, for Drift, for example, in the first round, it started slowing down at the very, very end. It's like raised, I don't know, like 700,000 or something. They're trying to raise like 4 million. But this is what happens. This is normal. No one wants to touch stuff at the beginning because no one believes. Okay, I'm wearing a Pokemon bucket hat, by the way. We can all go to zero. So no one believes in these at all. Everyone thinks, oh, I want a shiny game and I want it cheap and I want it. No one knows anything. Okay, so all the insiders get the prices. You want to show you something? I don't know if this is the game off the grid, like Gunzilla or something. There's this one game here. I forgot where I can find it. You can see like these graphics off the grid. Okay, I forgot what it is. But anyway, the studio, these AAA rated games, paid Launchpad is part of, like, I think Kyle, the founder, he's like, he knows the guy who basically like runs a show, and he's like getting paid to participate. Now, I thought we're getting in the ICO. No. They've already done the raises, friends. There's insiders, there's VCs, there's people who just the community, and all these like insider network. Okay, we don't get the ICO, so we've paid. What they're doing to help everyone out, I guess, for the first big launch AAA rated game, is you get given if you win, you win some sort of in-game item. You get to buy it for cheap, and then you can sell it on their marketplace. Now, I don't know how it's going to work, but usually what happens is, let's say this NFT grant you these access lifetime things over there, and let's say it's worth like $5 grand or whatever, and you're able to buy it for like $100 or $200. Okay, and because just showing you, right, how competitive the freaking thing is. Like, they couldn't even give us an ICO, and this is like paid. Premier Kyle knows everyone in the industry, right? Just showing you, like, this is, friends, everyone's at each other's necks. This crypto bull market, you got to take it seriously. Now, you've already been taking it seriously, okay? You don't need to do this. This is extra cherry on top lottery ticket stuff, okay? Looking at all these and participating in the projects, the mindset is we've got to throw pebbles everywhere, and we'll see what happens. Because right now we've got no conviction. We can't even like add to bullets, can we? We can't like go super convicted in something. But eventually we will. All right. I promise you, there's gonna be something that opens up. It's like a little window of time where, and it's probably not even our radar now, but something's going to appear where we can see, wait a minute, if we can participate in this thing, these other influencers are going to come and shill on their audience and we're in early, okay? But this path doesn't exist yet. It's just that when you're throwing out pebbles like this, we're eventually going to be able to find that winning home run. And so, okay, so we have the IDOs in the project, okay? That's part of your lottery ticket. Remember, 90% call, 10% lottery. I've said this thousands and thousands of times. I made so many videos about it. I'll keep reminding you. You have these IDOs in these projects. What I love about them is they're always new coins. You don't have to do anything or think. Just go beep, 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 beep. You don't have to think anything. You didn't have any nervousness, whatever. Trust me, new coins, new logos, friends. There's like, for some reason, there's no PTSD. There's no resistances on a chart. It is what it is. Now, if you can't do that, and I really advise, like, just try, not financial advice, just try to do everything with this, okay? Try to do that. And also, we have our altcoins, which is the lottery tickets, for example, on Pulse Chain. Now, you need Pulse to recover, but I have a whole section here of all the meme coins. You chart them against PLS. This should show you, friends. Now, if I miss someone here, of course, it doesn't really matter. Not all these charts drop minus 95%. Some of them, you just see like Tangang just go up and to the right. So you're going to have to figure out what you want to do with those because you can't get everything perfect. But I can tell you, if we go back to 2020, which is the Bitcoin halvening year, just like today, if you just forget every chart, forget it, okay? Because you never got a perfect chart. If you just bought anything in January of 2020, by January 2025, you are laughing. You're loving life, whatever. You didn't even need to wait that long because there was DeFi season in the middle of the year, peaked in August 2020, but you'll end up doing really well. It's all about buying before the Bitcoin halvening in this year. That's when it is, okay? So this is ATROPA. You can get it on Pulse Chain, okay? Look how low it is, by the way. It's just beautiful. This is beautiful. It goes here. That's a 9x on your Pulse, okay? There's plenty of them like here. You got ATROPA, or we have DAI as well. This is pDAI, right? I call it pDAI, but you just type in DAI or whatever. It's a very, very low price one. This is priced against Pulse as well. So if you buy, like, this is huge as well. This is an 8x. This is just getting to the top, man. Like, these things are small. What if Richard Hart does a surprise pump, or someone does a surprise pump for Pulse Chain and it goes high? You got to think about the ecosystems here. I've already made videos showing you the Pulse Chain community, the altcoins, super sticky, super sticky. Everyone's like aggressively aggressive. It's all cult community descendants of Pulse Chain, PulseX, and HEX. Okay. You also have Teddy Bear. Now, Teddy Bear got attention from crypto bands because Mr. B Root's been on there. It's back in the buy zone here. Now, I don't know if it's going to go back down here, but even from here to the top, that's 5x. Look, also, it's important to look at the ratios because look at this. Against USD, it comes back near the top, okay? So you're just getting an idea of like how cheap everything is, but it doesn't mean these things are going to stay cheap forever. I'm just telling you, like, it's still January, okay? Eventually, these things eventually to start drifting away and you can't get your juicy returns. Now, this is HOA, HEX Orange Address, the Tangang. Funny enough, we hit right around my resistance. Friends, all their market caps are tiny. A lot of people don't even look at these charts, but they're all still fantastic just because you're small, you're relatively early. This is PoorPleb as well. PoorPleb, okay, yeah, it's cheap. I'm just being honest, okay? Obviously, still hold it. Not saying anything. Just usually these charts have like some sort of double rounded bottom part here. So if you wanted to be greedy and touch this maybe a bit, if it goes down lower up to the top, another 8x, like they're real cheap. And it doesn't have to do that, by the way. I'm just showing you, like, you can just sometimes look at these charts and go, oh, wow, you crashed recently, so I have more time to kind of accumulate. That's another way to think about it. This is 9 inch as well. 9 inches has to be put on the log chart just because it dropped off heaps because its valuation was so high. So a lot of these things, friends, there's P-Link as well. This is I'll show you something cool, right? This is the DAI ATROPA. So remember, we look at different ratios. Now, I don't recommend doing this for altcoins, like lottery tickets versus lottery tickets, but it's just interesting to look at. This is pDAI versus ATROPA. You can see it's at the bottom of a range here, which basically tells you if you had to pick one, now don't pick one. If you had to pick between pDAI and ATROPA using this, you'd want to pick pDAI because it's lower on this chart. But I'm not picking, I just do half and half. One thing I learned from 2020, friends, please, now I'm not blaming anybody. It's obviously my own fault. I was watching Chico Crypto, and it's not his fault. Okay? He does a lot of great investigative journalism, but just showing you. We were in xDai stake. It was decentralized, and then Matic Polygon was the like centralized thing, which is still is 13 Indian dudes own 83% of the coins. Now, I had 12 bullets in xDai stake and only 1 bullet in Polygon. Complete regret, because Polygon was the one that did like a 70x. All right, 70 or 100x. So I've learned now. Don't do like 90% one, 2% hit. No, by the way, I'm lucky. You know, many people in the xDai stake community, they didn't have any Polygon because they were sharing Chico Crypto's videos on it because decentralization was meant to win. It wasn't, friends. It was this Chico, basically, he saw Ethereum going up heaps in 2017 and he believed that, oh, decentralization pumps bags because that's what the market wants. But it was an incorrect conclusion to make from that. It's correlation, causation, okay? It was just that. There was a demand for Ponzi pumps. Okay, people want to share, buy, sell stuff. It's just that Ethereum had the best product, just so happened to be decentralized. Okay, so now you know. So pDAI or ATROPA, doesn't matter. It's part of the same ecosystem, by the way. But just split them in. Just split them in. That's what That's what I will do. I'm not just gonna go 90% one or 2%. Remember, I'm still lucky I had that Polygon bullet. It overtook the xDai bullet by heaps. xDai went nowhere. Basically, got grifted and scammed on, and then ended up. It's now called Gnosis Chain, GNOSIS. You see that? And if you even want to have a look how far down is. Can we even find Gnosis Chain? Like all the way, there it is down here. It's like volume's very low. It's just, it is what it is. It's like, they're not scams or anything. It's just that there's no network effect. You need marketing, you need branding, you need people to constantly shill. You probably haven't heard of it anymore. You know, these things just kind of fade away over time, okay? I've also got the penis wrapped Bitcoin here. Now, this is funny just because Richard doesn't really like it. There's admin keys. But I don't care, man. It's down in this zone. It's down in this zone, friends. This is... Now, what would make it go up there? I don't know, man. People invent narratives, friends. Who cares? Who cares? Don't overthink it. Is Bitcoin halvening? You might be thinking, oh, there's admin keys and Richard doesn't like it. Yeah. Well, guess what? Who cares? But who cares? He doesn't like something sweet. You know, he was soft fighting HEX at the lows. Doesn't matter. So, you're gonna be confused with many things. Friends, Dog with a Hat did a 14,000x. Pepe did a 300,000x. Just showing you that we can't... Look, remember I told you, you see drift, okay? You see drift, that pre-sale, want to participate, code Somi. You see them, and you're like, okay, oh, you don't look like a Need for Speed 300 million valuation game. You don't see that. Wrong mentality, friends. I'm telling you right now, wrong mentality. You know why? In 2021, when I was doing ICOs, I was in paid back then, and I was doing sell the news events on releases of games. They're really good looking, by the way. Really good looking. I was selling them at 80 to 120 million valuation. I was just dumb because I'm up like 28x, 26x on the bullet, right? I'm up like 28x. I don't really care about the game. There's all these people excited, and I feel sorry because they're buying things that look cool and stuff. And you see, you can't be looking at these products. In crypto, cheap price is all that matters. That's all that matters, friends. Trust me. Let me tell you this: you get in cheap, and then you have infinite upside. You can only lose one bullet if you get in cheap and it goes down. You can only lose one bullet, right? One lottery ticket entry. But as it goes up, you know what happens? A bit of green candles appear. There's momentum. More connections get made in the community. Then the founders and the token creators, they go get like more artists. They get more like VCs who can raise money to pay for a bigger studio. These things start to get priced in, man. You're going to learn this the easy way or the hard way. You can't, you and me, we're not going to get lucky. We're not going to get lucky in terms of like some mainstream crypto influencer letting you and me in, okay? You know you can't get in because everyone's trying to use each other. And I mean, if you need any more evidence, like, firstly, they bought Monkey JPEGs up, okay, for $600,000. Today, JPEGs still have value, literally doing nothing. Now, you could even go worse than that. Meme coins, literally also doing nothing. No use case, no nothing. They still have value. Meme coins. So, someone who tries to release a product, right? I even learned this from Ivan. Listen to Ivan, Sir Ivan the Great's language. He goes, he would invest in anything. He goes, just make any product that can reasonably be catering to any audience. Just anything. Just make something I'm in. Just something. Anything. Just create something. So it's basically like, just don't be like a pump and dump like meme coin you just launched yesterday. Just at least create something. So that's the attitude you got to have in this to make it. Also looking at other stuff that I'm watching, friends, as well. Also, Richard's only brother. Okay, now, I'll tell you something. Every time if I say Richard's only brother, they go instantly, everyone in there, they go start making videos of me immediately. Now, what I like about it is, okay, it's 200K market cap. This is the funny part. Please, just be careful, just be careful. But there's something going on in this Telegram, all right? I don't know how to describe it, friends. It reminds me of like the Cletus family in The Simpsons, where there's like these inbred family in The Simpsons, you know, the Cletus. I'll show you. Now, this is him. This is Cletus. Okay, now, I don't know why, just the image, and they have all their kids, and the kids have like the same names. This one little pirate kid. Now, I don't know why. They're so lovable. They're so lovable, and why I'm bringing this to your attention is it just reminds me of, so Richard's blocked Richard's brother, and this is the funny part. Okay, the funny part is, you know, GoPulse.com. I'll show you now. Now, GoPulse.com. I have Rackham's wallet, by the way, friends. This is Rackham Rochelle's wallet. Now, GoPulse.com, it's meant to show you heaps of coins. But what I found is they have purposefully not listed Richard's only brother. Okay, now, the thing is, when I ask them about him in the community, they feel a bit sad about it. They're like trying to get it wrong. They feel like they've been wrong. But I saw it, and I started cackling with laughter because this is why it's funny, okay? Because, okay, crypto is the outcast of the stock market boomers, okay? And then Ethereum is the outcast from Bitcoin. And then Pulse Chain and Hex community is the outcast from the Ethereum and the crypto industry. And then Richard's only brother is the outcast from them. It just goes down and down. We have gone so far down the rabbit hole of subcultures. That's why I looked at it and I'm like, something's going on here. All right, I think we can take it far. I don't know. Okay, this is just why having this little twinkle in the eye, friends, this is the time to get in. This is where it all starts. It's like, okay, throwing things around, see what they can do. Okay, you'd be very, very surprised what happens at the end. Also on the list, friends, there's heaps of others, okay? There's heaps of others watching. We've got Phame as well. Now, Phame, you're going to see if crypto moved off utility, Phame, which is you can leverage short, you can trade Richard Hart coins, Pulse, PulseX, and Hex. You can get long and short. It's Bucks protocol, right? Now, it should be worth a lot more if crypto valued utility, but we don't. All right, it's just we don't. We value because it just doesn't work like that. But it's around fairly valued based off GMX. So GMX is, I think, it's like 500 million market cap. I think this is like 30 to 40 million. It's about 1/10. And what I have here, this is the Pulse chart. Now, someone, after they saw some probably news, they swept it up a bit, up to the top. You get like a 2.3x on your Pulse. The good thing is with this, though, is on the GMX platform, it basically, your upside's less, but your downside's less as well. Because you can buy, there's a staking token you can buy on there. And it's a GMX. How GMX works is it's an Oracle-based trader. So anybody can go almost like an infinite long, whatever. You're taking money out of a pool, and people who provide liquidity to the pool, they automatically, if you hold the token, you automatically accumulate fees. Okay, now I'm just going to quickly show you the juice. So if you go to their page, right, this is Phame.io. You've gone to the stats page. You can see just a lot of the things that are going on. You show you the fees generated here and there, but if you go to the top, there's an earn button, friends. Earn up here. If you click on earn, there's something interesting going on. Now, there's 2 coins you can buy. There's the Phame coin. That has obviously higher upside, but more volatility. There's the Phame coin. And then there's this safer coin, which it has a composition of coins. If you buy it, it's an index. Look at the composition. You have 21% Pulse, 11%, PulseX, 12% Hex. Then you have Ethereum, some wrapped Bitcoin. You have stable coins in here. But if you notice, this APR is 166%. So you think, wow, that's almost free money. Kind of. Because you're earning the fees from the protocol, part of the fees, where everybody's, and net traders lose on average. But on Phame, the traders have been profitable, which is crazy. It kind of means the thing is so thin and people are front running stuff that just exploit it here and there. Okay, but with Phame as well, you can lose your capital basically goes down in the liquidity pool because you're provided liquidity in that staking token that you can put in with the index. That's where the profits come from for the traders. So theoretically, I'm not sure exactly if it can work or if they close you out of position before it gets dangerously low. I'm not sure if that's an automatic thing, but just showing you how it works. So there is a downside to that. There's a downside that someone binks like a big leverage long. Now you wonder, why is it giving 160% APR? It's because we're entering a bull market now. People are too scared on average to put in heaps of money into this pool because in the bull market, if Pulse, PulseX, and HEX go up, you're scared of someone who dumps their money in, puts in like a 20x leverage long, and they just absolutely smash it. Okay, and the pool's like, I don't know how much it is, maybe like 1.5 million pool. Everyone's scared that that'll be like taken out, which means if it gets taken out heaps, then you have to sit there for longer and longer just for the fees to make up for it. Okay, so that's why people are scared. That's why it's paying you so much to be in there. But it does give you less upside because remember, you are like here, you are 37% in stable coins. So if you had $100,000 and you put it in here, 37 grand went into stable coins. So just think about that, right? 37 grand, if you had 100K, 37 just puts in stable coins. In 1 year, if there's a bull market, your 37 grand, it's been earning 166% APR. So your 37, let's say it's now like 80,000-ish, right? 80,000. You turn 37 into 80 from that portion. But what if Pulse Chain does a 15x from here in the bull market? 15x from today. So that means your 37, the opportunity cost you've lost is if you do 37 times 15, 555K. So if you do 555 minus what you would make if you did the staking token, that's $475,000 that you've missed out on because of the bull market coming, okay? Now, technically, they would say, well, you could go buy the Phame token itself and get the upside that you see. Yeah, it's true. It's just that Phame is like 30 to 40 million valuation now based off the volume and stuff. So, but it's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting to just know that these things exist for people. Some people like it. They put it into support. They like earning the fees of the protocol, but this is actual like utility. It's like you're earning fees from leverage trading, okay? Another way, you know, PulseX is earning fees from the on-chain trading. So at least your mind, like you open up to things out there that are actually real, you know, useful and stuff. So the GMX token, which is what it's forked from, you see the idea and you think it should be up only. But I knew, friends, you know, exchanges and stuff in a bull market, these are bear market protection stuff. They give you less downside because people kind of understand, oh, there's going to be volume even in a bear market, etc. But in a bull market, people let go of this rationality and they go, sweet, just give me the memes, give me the memes. I want to speculate. I want to go in ICOs, IDOs. I want to be in this new stuff. So this is what actually plays out in the bull market. That's why a lot of people get mid-curve themselves. But obviously, I'm not getting paid by the team. I don't even own tokens as well. Okay, so I have nothing to do with no affiliation. They keep calling me the child abuser P word all day, which I think is funny. I don't know why they do that. Okay, all the day. But I'm just showing you different parts of the ecosystem that's out there, and there's different tiers of risk. You know, I think it's wise to just try all of them. The beautiful part is, right, if you're feeling overwhelmed, that's good. You know why? It's because there's too much opportunity. It means the bull market here. Okay, 15 months ago, there's nothing. There was literally nothing. No yield, no nothing, nowhere. Okay, it was trash. So this is exactly, you know, it's bringing us an optimistic view for how 2024 is going to keep playing out. Okay, I'm going to be making you more updates as time goes on. Like, subscribe, bell button, or catch you soon.